President Trump issued a sweeping order yesterday to declassify key documents related to the Russia probe. And today he told reporters he might not be done yet.
Well, we're going to see. We want transparency. What I want is total transparency. This is a witch hunt. Republicans are seeing it. The Democrats know it's a witch hunt, too, but they don't want to admit it because that's not good politics for them. But it's a terrible witch hunt, and it's hurt our country.
Intelligence agencies are scrambling to prep files for release that will include key pages from not only the FISA application the FBI filed to spy on Carter Page. We can also expect to see unredacted text messages from James Comey, Andrew McCabe, Peter Strzok, and his FBI Salt Bae, Lisa Page. Reaction to the document dump has veered along party lines, of course, with Republicans cheering the push for transparency and Democrats calling it an abuse of power. It is, of course, a tangled web, and joining me now to hopefully untangle some of it, Florida Congressman and member of the House Judiciary Committee, Matt Gaetz is back. Welcome back, Congressman.
Good to be with you, Kennedy. And you were one of the people who was critical of myself and other Republicans who voted to reauthorize these secret courts in the absence of sufficient curiosity. And yet people like Justin Amash and Thomas Massey, a frequent guest on your show, who were ringing the warning bell, saying that we needed to really look into what was going on in these courts. And frankly, I think that criticism was very fair. And looking back on that vote, we could have done a lot more. And now we got this unprecedented opportunity to really see what happens behind these closed doors, where you've got just prosecutors seeking authority to spy on people.
Yeah, and you know what? There are a lot of redactions. I know there are a lot of people who claim that so much information is overclassified, people on both sides and in various elements of government. But I think you could also make the claim that a lot of stuff is over-redacted. So do you buy into the argument that it puts national security at risk to see some of these unredacted text conversations?
Look, if they were texting about things regarding national security on open source phones, they would have put the country at risk, certainly not us. And here's the problem we have, Kennedy. When we've gone through the redactions that the Department of Justice and FBI have made in the past, we found circumstances where they redacted information that had nothing to do with national security. It was just embarrassing to them. They redacted the fact that, Andrew McCabe spent $60,000 on a conference room table. They redacted the fact that Peter Strzok was trying to introduce his girlfriend, Lisa Page, to a judge who was a buddy of his, who then had a role in overseeing some of these FISA applications. And again, that didn't have anything to do with national security. It was just a personal relationship that they didn't want to disclose. So there is no trust right now between the Congress and the people that we have an oversight responsibility to check up on when it comes to whether or not they'll be straight with us. And so the president, I think, was pretty bold. He said, look, we're going to put all the cards on the table, face up. The American people deserve to know the truth. And I think at the end of the day, that's better for this process well beyond the Trump presidency, because we're able to ask the broader question about what spying authorities we want the government to have, no matter who's president.
Yeah, and what sort of oversight these FISA judges provide, and what really happens within these courts. And I think there's a way of getting to know these mechanisms without making the world less safe, because it's places like North Korea and Burma that have really opaque governments where citizens are not allowed to peer inside and ask questions and challenge. How could this change the process of applying for these FISA warrants in the future?
Well, that depends on the reforms that will emerge based on the nature of the abuses. And this will surprise you, Kennedy.
Is that possible? I mean, are you willing to sponsor legislation that reforms this process?
Already have. Matter of fact, I wanted to do it in a bipartisan way because this has nothing to do with Republican or Democrat. Adam Schiff filed a bill when Obama was president for more transparency, for disclosed decisions, and for the executive to make these appointments rather than the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, so that we could have a more thorough, Senate confirmation process. I filed Adam Schiff's bill more than 100 days ago. I didn't move a single comma or change a single word, and now he won't co-sponsor his very own legislation because he's afraid it'll make Trump look good. I think we should do this in a bipartisan way, though. This is way bigger than Republican or Democrat for the reasons you identified. It goes to the very heart of the kind of country we want to have.
Look at you, Congressman Matt Gaetz. Thanks very much for stopping by, and keep us posted on the landscape as we start to read some of these once classified secret documents. Thank you, sir.
Sounds good. Thanks, Kennedy.
Very good.